LA Chargers, San Diego Chargers, whatever you want to call them. Here they come. What is up, Fin fans? Today is Friday. You might be like, hey, Doug, normally you put these preview videos out on a Saturday. Why is it Friday? Well, that's because today is my birthday. No need for the confetti. I already shot off. Yes, today is my birthday, and that's why this video is coming out today, because today I'm going to go out with my family, celebrate my birthday, so I don't have a chance to make Saturday's video tonight like I normally do it. If you guys haven't noticed, I make it the night before when the full injury report and all that stuff comes out. So yes, today is my birthday. 32. I'm getting old. I don't want to get old. Time freaks me out. But that's why you're getting your video on Friday. Hope you guys like it on Friday. If you guys prefer it on Friday, if you guys prefer it, a couple days before the game, then maybe I'll start doing it Friday. So be sure to comment below. Let me know if you guys prefer it Friday. So let's jump into this. I got injury reports. We're going to give the 5 things the Dolphins have to do to beat the LA Chargers. I'm going to say San Diego maybe once or twice, or maybe throughout the whole video. I'm sorry. I've grown up with them being the San Diego Chargers. It hasn't been since recently they became the LA Chargers, but it is what it is. Just brace yourself for that. But let's get into the injury report. Dolphins injury report is kind of long, but there's only 3 players that did not practice as of today, which is Thursday, me recording this. And that is James Crawford, our linebacker, Allen Hurns. He's in concussion protocol. He's not going to be playing Sunday after that hit. And then Jamal Wiltz, who is our corner, our slot corner, he's most likely not going to be playing. Albert Wilson was limited. Josh Rosen full practice, that doesn't matter. Bobby McCain was limited. He went from did not practice to limited, which is very good. It's a hamstring injury and a shoulder injury. So I'm hoping he can play Sunday. That would be a huge, huge boost for the team. And then where is he? Rashad Jones limited practice. Now I'm hearing Rashad Jones is looking really good, and he looks like he's going to play. Albert Wilson, I don't know. They might be precautionary and just hold him out. Let him rest up with the bye next week and then see what he could do against the Washington Redskins. But as of right now, the only ones I honestly don't think are playing is Jamal Wiltz, Allen Hurns, probably James Crawford, but he's probably not going to play. I'm hoping Bobby McCain can play, and I don't think I'll see Albert Wilson playing Sunday. I'm hoping to see Rashad Jones play. Now, normally I don't look at the other team's depth chart, but for some reason, there's a lot of names on the San Diego Chargers injury report. I said depth chart, it's injury report. There's and there's a lot of players that did not practice today, being Thursday. Those players are their kicker, which it doesn't really matter, Travis Benjamin, their wide receiver, punt returner, Virgil Green, their tight end, Casey Hayward Jr., their corner, Hunter Henry, their other tight end, Mike Williams. They all didn't practice. Now, are they not playing Sunday? I don't know. And then it's a full practice. Denzel Perryman, Justin Jackson, running back, and Mike Pouncey did not practice, but I don't know what for. Hearing not injury related. But that's the injury report. And if Mike Williams doesn't play for the Chargers on Sunday, then it kind of limits just to Keenan Allen. Now, I'm going to talk about that in the 5 things the Dolphins need to do to beat the San Diego Chargers. There it is. I didn't even do that one on purpose. I've told you, it's going to happen. They have a lot of injuries too. So let's jump into this, because I got some things I want to talk about and get to your guys' comments of the day and the usual suspects. So let's jump into this. 5 things the Dolphins need to do to win against the San Diego Chargers. I swear that wasn't on purpose. LA, the Chargers. Okay, so number 1, and again, this isn't in a specific order from most important to not as important, or vice versa. Number 1, you got to help out Rosen. Help him out. Now, you break down film study, you look at some of his throws. Yeah, he's still not the best quarterback in the world. He's still young. He's still raw. He still holds on to the ball too long. He still makes late throws. He still does all those things. So if you know he's limited, and if you know he still struggles in certain things, when the ball hits you in the hands, catch it. It's that simple. I got some stats for you guys, right? Now, I looked at the team, and I looked at wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends that have been targeted 10 or more times throughout the season. And this is what I noticed about the guys that Josh Rosen and Ryan Fitzpatrick are throwing to, right? Preston Williams is targeted more than 10 times. I think he's in the 20s. He has caught 47.8% of the balls. Devontae Parker, 30% of the balls he has caught. Jakeem Grant, 44.4% of the balls. Those are the top three receivers that Rosen or Fitz has been throwing to. Not one of them has caught the ball for 50% of the time. 50% of the time. Are you kidding me? You're a wide receiver. These numbers should be in the 80s. I want you to catch every ball. I want Chris Carter on my GD team where he catches everything. Seriously? But then you look at Gesicki and Kenyon Drake, right? Kenyon Drake had his fumble. I might talk about that because I noticed a lot of people are done with Kenyon Drake because he fumbled once and all that stuff. I'll talk about that in a second. But Gesicki caught 54.5% of the balls thrown to him, and Drake 66.7. Now, you don't want to know Balage's number. I think it was in the 30s. It's just bad. It's bad. Your running back and your tight end have better catch percentages than your wide receivers. Help out Rosen. That goes in with offensive line, but again, they're also going to be on the list. You got to help the man out. If the ball hits you in the hands, catch it. Not only with catching it, right? Josh Rosen marches us down the field. Josh Rosen's making plays. Josh Rosen's getting out of the pocket. He's doing his things. He's doing the best he possibly can to keep us in the game, to help us win the game. Don't fumble the ball. I'm talking to you, Kenyon Drake, and I'm also talking to you, Balaj, they're both playing like garbage. Now, again, I'll talk about Drake in a second. If you're in the 10-yard lines, wrap it up. Put both hands on the ball. And stop spinning into players, Drake. But let me just talk about this real quick. Everyone wants to say Drake fumbles all the time. I'm done with Drake. Drake sucks. Drake sucks. Drake has fumbled, I think, once his rookie year, twice the past 2 years, and once this year. Ezekiel Elliott has fumbled 5 times his rookie year and 6 times the year after, and then I think like another 3 or 4. It happens, people. Now, you could say, well, Drake didn't have as much carries as these other guys. Sure, but he'd still be on par with the average amount of times a top star running back would fumble. I'm not calling Kenyon Drake a top star running back, nor am I saying that I'm not saying, just listen to what I'm saying. It happens, people. To be done with a guy that fumbles twice a year, he literally fumbles roughly around 1.5 times a year. Go look at the top elite running backs in the league and see how many times they fumble a year and then get back to me. But help out Rosen. Don't put him in deficits. Stop making stupid mistakes. I don't have that on this list for this game, but it's a given. Stop making stupid mistakes. Dumb penalties, getting into fights, dropping the ball, fumbling. Stop making stupid mistakes. You can't afford it with the young team, the inexperienced team you have to be back and behind on plays, on downs, on everything to help Rosen out. Number 2, better offensive line play. Now, Jesse Davis got injured. And when Jesse Davis got injured, they put Dieter at left tackle, and it went downhill. But if you went back, Travis Wingfield, be sure to check this dude out on Twitter. Great breakdown of film. He pointed out how Dieter is just struggling in the run protection, if that makes any sense. In run blocking, struggling hard. Like wafting on his guys. Kilgore, on the other hand, is doing great. Kilgore is seriously underrated on this Dolphins offensive line. Him and Jesse Davis, seriously underrated. You got to watch the film to see these guys. But Dieter, and again, people are going to say, he's a rookie. I get it. But he's still struggling hard on run blocking. So is Calhoun. And the guards are struggling hard. You're missing wide open blocks on linebackers that could advance the ball another 10, maybe touchdown, So the offensive line needs to get better play. Now, I understand that Jesse Davis was out, but I'm assuming he's playing because he really wasn't on the injury report. But let's pray to God that Dieter doesn't need to bounce back out at tackle because that was bad. Need better play by the offensive line. You got to give Rosen more time, and you got to open up the lanes for the runs. Get a hat on a hat. If you need to block this man, don't miss your block. And I've noticed that happening a lot, especially with Dieter. So better offensive line play. You're going up against Joey Bosa and Ingram. Those are 2 defensive ends that aren't to be slept on. Trust me on that. Plus, like I said, better O-line play. We're running the ball. We're eating up the clock. We're doing the things we're supposed to do. The number 3 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the LA Chargers, I got it right. Got to have a bounce back game from Xavier Howard. Now, people called him a bum. People said he sucks. And it made me scratch my head. I was like, you're saying that Xavier Howard sucks. You're saying Xavier Howard's a bum. You're saying all these things. And it makes me laugh because the dude, week 1, shut down Marquise Brown when no one else could. The dude, week 2, shut down Antonio Brown when no one else could. Whenever he was on somebody, Edelman, Antonio Brown, whoever, they weren't getting any catches. And then he tries to throw it, Tom Brady tries to throw it to Gordon. There's Xavier Howard to smack the ball down. He had a bad game. He's going to have bad games when the defensive line is giving the quarterback 5 seconds to throw the ball. There's only so long that this dude can cover a wide receiver. The one touchdown that the Cowboys threw when they were on like the 3 or 4 yard line, watch the play. Amari Cooper had 5 seconds to run his stupid route of going out and in. He literally ran out, ran back in, turned around, and caught the ball. 5 seconds. What do you expect a corner to do? What do you expect a corner to do? Again, he had a horrible game against Amari Cooper. Have a bounce back game. Hopefully, we can get more pressure on Phillip Rivers. Again, I'll talk about that in a second. But we need a bounce back game from Xavier Howard. Keenan Allen is the best receiver on their team right now. Like I showed you, they have some receivers on injury reserve that are on injury report that did not practice. Their best catcher and the one with the most receiving yards besides Keenan Allen is Eckler, their running back. If Xavier Howard can shut down Keenan Allen or limit him, the Dolphins have a good chance of focusing on one player, well, not necessarily one player, but keeping it, and then all of a sudden Phillip Rivers has to start looking at other people who haven't been catching the ball as much. Xavier Howard has to have a bounce back, but again, to the people that are saying he's a bum, he sucks, this, and that, I can't help you if you don't understand how much a defensive line can help corners and how when a quarterback has 5 seconds to throw the ball, there's not much a corner can do. So if you think he sucks, then keep thinking that, but I feel sorry for you. Number 4 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the LA Chargers, I got it again, stop the run. We've got to stop the run. Austin Eckler and all these running backs are still churning out great averages per game. The LA Chargers are going to try to run the ball down our throats. The Dolphins can't stop the run if their life depended on it. Now, the defensive tackles did play decent last week, but you gave up two people, Zeke and the other guy, I don't remember the other guy's name, had over 100 yards rushing. That can't happen. Got to stop the run. You got to stop the run. Number 5 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the LA Chargers, you got to get in Phillip Rivers' face. It's like I said with Xavier Howard, you can't give Phillip Rivers time to throw the ball. Now, this one's different because when we faced Lamar Jackson and when we faced Dak Prescott, they can run. They can get out of the pocket. They can do their thing. Phillip Rivers isn't as mobile, and he will make mistakes. So you got to get in his face. You got to pressure him. You got to send the blitzes. And a lot of people said the Dolphins aren't blitzing. They are blitzing. Go back and watch the film. They are blitzing. It's just not really getting in. So got to pressure Phillip Rivers. Got to get in his face, make him uncomfortable. If X can do and shut down Keenan Allen, then he has to rely on Eckler. We put Baker on Eckler. Their 2 tight ends are injured. It seems like this might be a possibility. So those are the 5 things that the Dolphins need to do to beat the LA Chargers. Now, this is about the time where I tell you guys who I think is going to win. Let me give you guys some history stats. The last time the Chargers won in Miami was in 1982, and it was in overtime. And I think that was the longest game in NFL history, if I'm correct. It might have been in the 70s. I might be wrong. But that was the last time the Chargers won in Miami was 1982. And the last 5 times the Dolphins played the Chargers, Miami has won 4 and lost once. Now, I honestly predict that the Dolphins will win about 3 games this year. Now, I know a lot of people want us to go 0-16. A lot of people want us to, have the first pick locked in and all that stuff. We have 3 chances. Probably 2 because the Steelers are doing pretty bad. We have 2 chances getting that first pick. So I'm not worried about that. I want to see them win. I'm not one for rooting for my team to not win a game. That's just not who I am. So I can see the Dolphins winning about 3 to 4 games, right? And I think some of the games are ones that, you know, people are like, yeah, they're going to win. Like, we'll beat the Jets once, or we'll beat the Redskins because they're struggling, even though their defensive line is pretty good. Or, you know, we'll beat the Bengals, or, you know, we'll beat one of these teams that is also winless, that is struggling. You know, we'll beat them. So, like I said, 3 to 4 wins. I think one of those wins is going to be against a team that no one thinks the Dolphins will beat. I think this is our best chance. I think the LA Chargers coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, always struggling in Miami. I think this is our best chance. Now, if you guys remember the first 3 weeks, I said I didn't expect us to win. And I'm sticking with that mentality just because I don't like to get my hopes up and then be crushed, right? But this game, I'm actually going to pick the Dolphins to win this game. I'm going to pick a 24-17 victory. Now, 24 points is a lot of points. And like I said, with Joey Bosa and Ingram and Denzel Perryman, and, but they have injuries in the cornerback position. Their 2 safeties are out. It's a possibility we can score some points here, So 24-17 might be big. Maybe even like a 17-13 win. I'm going to go with that. Let's go with that. 17-13 win. I'm picking the Dolphins to win this one. Now, I'm waiting for it. I can hear the delusional calls. I have a feeling about this game. Chargers have struggled in Miami. And, I've said the Patriots have struggled in Miami, but it's 1982 was the last time the Chargers won in Miami. Like, they've struggled in Miami. It's something about going from the West Coast to the East Coast and playing in that heat. So, like I said, I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win this one. I'm a 17-13. I'm going to stick with that one. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your 5 things. What do you think of my 5 things? If you're a Chargers fan, I'm expecting you to call me an idiot, and there's no way that the Chargers are going to lose to the Dolphins. Hey, that's a possibility. Dolphins are pretty bad this year. The Chargers aren't as bad. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the Dolphins are going to pull this one off? Do you think they're going to pull this one out? Comment below, and let me get to one of your guys' comment of the day. This first one comes from Ron, and he says to me, Doug hates me. Has to. Great video, you do. Good work with your dad. Ron, I don't hate you. I don't know why you think I hate you, but I don't hate you. Let's get to the other comment. This other one comes from Big Boy, and he says to me, if Rosen can steadily improve over the course of the game, Jay would build around Rosen. Still draft Tua, though, for competition and let the best man win. Now, I picked this comment because a lot of you guys have been asking, what if Rosen keeps getting better? What if Rosen keeps progressing? What if? And that is a hard decision. Now, for Rosen, for them not to draft a quarterback, Rosen would have to win them 5 or more games. I don't know if I could see that happening. Now, is Rosen going to be off the team next year? No. I think Fitz will be off the team. I think Rosen will be the backup, and I think they'll draft a quarterback in the first round. If everything falls into place and everything that the beat writers and the media wants to happen, they'll draft Tua with the first overall pick, and it'll be Tua, Rosen, have them compete, most likely Rosen being the backup, Tua being the starter. But a lot of people are saying, what if Rosen plays better? What if Rosen plays better? What if Rosen plays better? Rosen is going to have to win them games for them to not want to draft a quarterback. Rosen's going to have to win them enough games that they don't have a top 5 pick. Is that possible? Anything's possible. Any given Sunday is possible. Is it likely? Probably not. And that's not me being a Rosen hater, because I've defended Rosen and I call it like it is. He still has his flaws, but he can become a great quarterback. Not a great, but he can become a good quarterback. But for him to, what he needs to do for the Dolphins not to draft a quarterback is to win us games. And I don't see that happening. So hope I answered your question, Big Boy. And Ron, I don't hate you. I don't know why you think I hate you, but those are the 2 comments of the day. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. You don't need to. If you don't have a Twitter, you hate Twitter, don't feel like you need to follow me on Twitter. But if you have a Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I tweet out during the game. I'm going live for this game. This is going to be my first game of the year that I'm going to go live for. So I'll be live for the game. Come hang out. I'll probably be live at like 12:45, 15 minutes before the game. I'm going to be about a minute and a half behind because I don't live in Miami or LA, so I can't get the game on TV. So I'm going to be a little bit behind. So when the game starts happening, I'm not going to be watching the chat. I don't want to get ruined. But I'm going to be live for the game for the first time. But be sure to follow me on Twitter also, because when I'm not live for the game, I tweet out about the game and my feelings about the game. Check out the Bit Boys. I put out a Mana video. Next week starts Halloween week, so we got Halloween games, Halloween theme, all that stuff. Be sure to go over check it out. I'm still going to be putting Mana videos out. They're probably going to go out on the weekend. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 500. Give this video a thumbs up because I honestly have a feeling deep down inside this is our first win. I think we'll beat the Chargers. Give a thumbs up. If not, if you don't think we'll beat the Chargers, still give a thumbs up because you like the content and you like watching this stuff and you like the feeling of, hey, there's a possibility. There's a possibility. The Chargers have been struggling in Miami since 1982. They got a bunch of injuries. This is a possibility. Don't think that they can't pull it off. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, be sure to go check out DolphinsTalk.com. Great website. Got a ton of Dolphin content, beat writers, YouTube videos, me, TD over there. Be sure to check it out. Also, check out Sportscaster. I'm going to be live streaming on there as well as here. So I'll be live streaming on both of them. So you can check them out, see if you like that format as well. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that yet. Told you guys, doesn't matter what the record is. It doesn't matter. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan through and through. I'm going to be making these videos for you every week. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see you guys Sunday live for the Dolphins versus the San Diego Chargers. Screw LA. I like San Diego. I don't know why they moved. It's San Diego Chargers. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Thumbs up.